Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host for this evening. It's Mr. Darryl Johnson.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Now, as you can probably see, I've had my hair done today. So I've had my haircut done today. To be brutally honest, it needed doing. So I'm glad I've got it done. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. 2 seconds, my camera seems to be behind. Let me just turn it off and turn it back on. There we go. Well, thank you very much for joining us tonight. And yes, it's not normally the sort of stream I would do, but I have managed to get the National League games on DAZN. DAZN, so I've managed to get the games on there, so I can actually do the National League. But this and the National League final, the only games I'll be doing from the National League today. These buttons never want to bloody shut. 2 seconds, see. Right. Stay. Right, thank you very much for joining us, everyone. Welcome along. Thanks for joining us. York, how many times am I going to say thanks for joining us? Well, of course I'm going to say it a lot because I appreciate everyone who joins, of course, the streams. Whether you're new or old, whether you're what's called an OG, a regular of the channel, or whether you're watching it for the first time, welcome. You're always welcome on Does Football Stand. Unless you support Leeds, then you're not. No, I'm joking, of course. Now, we welcome all fans to the streams, so thank you very much for joining us. Welcome to Scotty being the live chat, who's put a fucking ton of comments. Prediction 2-1. Come on, doggy football stand. 7:15, not even an intro yet. It was 1 minute after. Come on, give me a break. Here's Mr. Late Man. Aye, someone's had a haircut. Chest hair looks gorgeous, darling. Thank you. Is that British? Aye, is that British enough? Everyone says aye in the United Kingdom. Putting these buttons up, he knows. Love a bit of the chest hair. I'm glad you do. It can get very itchy sometimes. Oof. The more it grows, the more annoying it gets. But obviously you're not going to shave your bloody chest hair off because you're just a bit of a weirdo if you do that. Welcome Nicola, by the way, looking smart though. Cheers, thank you very much indeed. LFC Edit Sellers put 2 on Oldham. Well, I'm going the opposite. I've actually gone for 3-1 to York tonight. I think I went 3-1 to York tonight. I can't remember what my own bloody score prediction was. But I want York City to win. Now, obviously, as you know, I went to York this season, and York City's a club that I've been keeping tabs on for quite a long time. It's a club that I have a lot of respect for. It's a club that I like. Obviously, I don't support them, but they are a club that I do like, obviously. The one, the northern sides, always keeping an eye on seeing how they do, and they got themselves second in the league this season, and I was quite happy for them. I was a bit sad that they didn't get promoted in the end, but they have a good fan base. As we saw, their atmosphere is good. I think the atmosphere tonight is going to be excellent, so hopefully it's a good game, hopefully it's a good atmosphere. And I would like, mainly because I've seen them mainly because I've actually seen them. But I would like, to be fair, I'd like York City to do it. But if they were to play against Southend in the final, I wouldn't have any complaints because Southend and York are two clubs that have gone really downhill. And they shouldn't really the teams that shouldn't be in this situation, they were in ages ago. You know, York shouldn't be in the National Leagues. I think they're definitely a side that can compete in the EFL. Southend are a side that can compete in the EFL as well. I mean, the amount of problems they've had lately with all the financial stuff, the stadium issue, everything's just been going Pete Tong for them. So both of these clubs, if both of these clubs were to be in the final, I'd be very, very happy. But I'd love Stoke. I would love Stoke. Stoke and Southend. Stoke as a bloody type of butter. I would love York to do it, of course. If they don't, then it is what it is. It means I get to go and watch National League at their ground again next season. So, you know, either way, if they win League 2 or not, I'll I'll be going back to York next season, 100%, because I quite enjoyed it. So, yeah, be looking forward to this game, because this is a game that I thought on paper is going to be a tough game. And you know, obviously, whoever wins, it's a one leg match in the National League playoffs. Whoever wins goes to Wembley. So I'd love York to do it, and I think they can. I think they can do it because they obviously have the home advantage. But whether they do it remains a mystery. But we'll find out in due course. If you're having a live chat, thanks for joining us. I think this game will go to extra time. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. It is a difficult game to call, really. I went for 3-1. Just obviously, I'd like York to do it, but I don't know if they will. How's Daddy been today? He's fine. Upcoming streams. Only the Europa League final tomorrow, and then your next stream is Sunday. On here, anyway. On here, you've got a stream not until tomorrow for Europa League final. United. And then Sunday for the League One playoff final. That's your next stream on here. You will have the dart on DTD, but that'll be just Liam and Harvey. And then I might potentially get on at some point on Saturday night. But I might not either. It depends. So I won't be on Thursday, Friday or Saturday for the darts. Gym tomorrow. Yep. And then off to Edinburgh. Hee. What do you think, Southend Forest Green, Scotty? It's a tough one to call, really, isn't it? I mean, well, Forest Green, you'd think Forest Green have the upper hand with them. I think the team that finishes I think the team that's automatically sent to the semis has the home tie. So I think, yeah, only for them 2 days though. But Liam's not doing Friday night, okay. Oh, you got 2 streams on Sunday then, one on here, one on darts. Buffing burgers and hot dogs down. Nah, I won't. I'll try not to eat much when I'm in Edinburgh. I'll try not to eat much. I'll let myself go, but I won't let myself go too much. You know. So York City versus Oldham Athletic. Difficult match. You know, these are 2 teams that fully deserve to get into the playoffs. York were magnificent this season, finished 2nd, but then also Oldham Athletic did very, very well. To finish where they finished, actually, because they finished. Where did they finish? They finished 5th in the league, 5th, and played 6th place Halifax, battered them 4-0. And then obviously Forest Green and Southend. Southend with that amazing comeback against Watchalong. Oh, that was just crazy. 2 good semi-finals. Won't be live for the other semi-final tomorrow, as I'm doing the Europa League final tomorrow night. So that's something to look forward to. Oh, hello DTD. Hello DTD. Hello Liam. Or Specs. Actually, let me. Piss off.
Look what Liam's put to Scotty.
Hello, B. Get pissed. Don't mind me, I'm just doing something. I won't be a sec.
Where is Daddy's green shop? Daddy doesn't have a green shop.
Green shop. So when did Dad have a green shop? Hello, goggles. Just for you, Liam. Hello, Specs. Oh, and also, by the way, hello, B. Uh, no eggs tomorrow from the guy who says I eat them every day. Bit like you with the turkey mince. Exactly, I have different. Apart from I have different mince. The establishment is the one and only Johnson HQ. Where's Daddy's green shop? Daddy does not have a shop, so I don't know what you're on about. Archie in the live chat says, hello, what team do you support? I'm a Teessider, mate, so Middlesbrough's my home team. So there you go. I'm doing a lot of neutral games this year, though, changing things up a little bit on the channel. And to be fair, I think the neutral streams and neutral vlogs have done really well, so I'm really happy with the channel's progress at the moment, with how things have been. We're going to go through the lineups for you very, very shortly. I'm just still trying to get the teams written in my book. So, get involved, by the way, in the live poll, of course. I'll have a look at that in a moment. One player to watch out for, definitely for Oldham, is the guy who I've got on my screen at the minute, is Mike Fondop Tallum, who this season has scored 18 goals for Oldham in the National League, and also got an assist. He got an assist in the last game. He got a goal and an assist, I beg your pardon. Sorry, he got a goal and an assist this season in the playoffs against Halifax. In a game they battered Halifax 4-0, by the way. That was an excellent result for Oldham Athletic. Now, another side, by the way, Oldham are a former Premier League side, by the way. It sounds crazy, doesn't it? Because they're in the National League now. But they used to be a Premier League side back in the day, Oldham Athletic. So, be nice to see them back in the EFL. But obviously, I would love York to get promoted this season. Oldham's a ground that I am looking to try and potentially do maybe next season or season after, whenever I get round to potentially doing it. I thought that was Joe Garner. I thought I recognised that name. We're going to go through the full lineup shortly. Let's have a quick browse at the poll while I'm writing all this. 17 votes so far in the poll, so make sure you get involved in that, by the way, everyone. Charlie Raglan. Leave your score predictions as well in the live chat. I've gone for 3-1 York. Is it 3-1 York I've put on the predictions? I think it is. Come on, the Minster men. Indeed. Be nice to see them win. Now, people who don't know, York City's nickname is the Minster Men. And the reason they're called the Minster Men is because of the York Minster, which is obviously, I believe, some sort of Anglo-Saxon. I can't remember what it was I said on the actual vlog, but it was like an Anglo-Saxon building or something, and it was from like the 15th century or something. It's a very, very old building, but it's a majestic building, the York Minster. If you ever go to York, definitely go and maybe don't go in it because it's very expensive to go in, but at least go and see the outside of the York Minster. It is a magnificent building, really is. It's a stunning building, so definitely one building I would recommend. Also, if you like your markets, then what was that thingy market called? Shambles Market, yes. Even though I think some of the prices there were a bit of a shambles, but sorry. Scorp Gaming put I'm a Leeds fan. Boo, I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, I'm joking. Fair play for getting promoted this season as champions as well. Last game season, well done. Gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough season for you though, because you'll have to get some players in. Because some of those players, yes, are good players, but whether they're going to be any good in the Premier League remains a mystery, really. Born and bred in York, so best of luck to them. Yep, fair enough. That's fine. Very funny, mate, with the gegs. Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was a gegsolent joke. Anyways, Mamma Mia's there in the naughty corner. I have my side of the room, and she just has a little corner next to the bed, because the bed's the other side of the room, and she has her one little corner. But she's happy in that little corner, and she's actually got my stream on her iPad actually at the same time. So yeah, at least I know who one of the viewers is. We'll have 6 points off you as well. Lol. Hi Mia, evening, nice trim. We never see her hiding, lol. She doesn't hide. She's over there relaxing and enjoying herself. Playing games on the phone whilst watching me ramble on for a good 2 hours. So, don't say you don't get any entertainment here. So, nice trim that took an hour and a half. Yes, I literally got home at 4 o'clock. Went into the barber's 4:15. Took him till he had quite a few people in front of me, so I was sat there till 5:20 before I even got in the chair, and then ended up back home by 1:45. So it should never have took that long, but yeah, I think he's done a decent job. My dad's trimmed me tash a little bit. I won't use the shavers because I can never do it properly. So my tash has been done as well. He went to the German barbers, but he means Turkish, surely. No, the German barbers is a joke. For anyone who doesn't know, there's a German barber and he's called Haircuts. Haircuts. Need to find a barber that lets you book a slot instead. And they're more expensive though. How are you watching? On DAZN, or DAZN, DAZN or whatever it's called. DAZN, I think it is. But it's like, I think it's £9 a month or £19 a month for the to watch the National League. I've only bought it for this month, and then I'll cancel it till next season. They did a deal where you could watch it. You could watch the National League for £9 this month, so you can watch the National League final. Because I don't think the National League player final is actually going to be on Sky Sports or TNT. Because TNT don't have the rights for the National League anymore, which is a really annoying thing. Thought most are Turkish. Yeah. Well, let's just say a lot of them aren't English. But they do a good job. 50-50 on the votes at the moment. 22 votes on there. We've got 40 odd people in streams. Thank you very much everyone who's joined us. Going to have a run through the lineups very, very shortly. I'm just finishing off the Oldham lineup, and then I'll be able to get that underway. How was the name Yoganathan Welsh?
Onion peeler.
Onion peeler. Oh, right. I recognise that Joe Pritchard. Where did he used to play? Yes, I thought I recognised him. Joe Pritchard, who plays for Oldham. I thought I recognised the name. Played for Accrington. He used to play for Accrington and MK Dons before, didn't he? I thought I recognised that name. Shame I support Wealdstone. My grandparents live there. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, Wealdstone didn't do very well this season, did they? 2-2 says Sam Pinder. Yep, fair enough then. Right. Sorry if I'm looking down. I'm still trying to finish writing the lineups. I didn't get round to finishing these lineups before I came on. We'll get involved in the live chat, everyone. Kickoff coming in about 10 minutes time. Big game this, isn't it? The winner of this match goes straight to Wembley. There is no second leg in the National League playoffs. It's only the EFL playoffs where we have the actual... No, I won't be able to show the game because it's copyright. Missing the Championship player final, aren't you? Yes, I'm in Edinburgh that day. I'm in Edinburgh. I won't be home in time for it. If they did it, if they did it at like 7:45 at night, I might have had a chance. But They always do it at 3 o'clock. Yeah, they normally put the Championship Player Final on the Bank Holiday Monday. So why on earth they've done it on the Saturday, I'll never know. Because it never used to be Saturday. It always used to be the Bank Holiday Monday when the Championship Player Final used to be. But Darwin in live chat, yeah, I can't, I'm afraid. But good luck for the game anyway. That's an Oldham fan in the live chat.
I've put Barry Manilow in twice as well.
Well done! Never mind. Has it all gone to plan though, this time?
At the minute it has.
Good, thank fuck. Any Oldham players in the live chat, by the way? I think I've obviously mentioned...
Any Oldham players? Don't you mean fans?
Oh, any Oldham fans, sorry, in the live chat, by the way. As I mentioned, player to watch out, probably Mike Buildup Talum. I haven't really seen much of Oldham this season, so is there any...
Amazon Prime.
Is it? Oh, it's on Amazon Prime as well. Oh, well, I've got it on DZN, so... Because as far as I knew, it was only on DZN. No! That's not on Amazon Prime. The French Cup final, I think he might be on about. Channel is it? You've got to go onto DZN to watch it. But it's a monthly thing. It's one of them monthly things. I'm only paying £9 for this month, and then I'm cancelling it because I won't need it till at least August. York not having a game for over 2 weeks won't help them. Never understood the massive gap between end of the season and the first rounds of playoffs in the National League. Yeah, no, it's quite queer how it's very strange how the National League playoffs work. So yeah, the Club World Cup's on that as well, so I'll probably try and keep an eye on that. Yeah, it's strange how the playoffs work in the National League. So basically, the team that finishes top get promoted as champions. If you finish second and third, then you go straight to the playoff semi-finals, and then 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th go head to head in an elimination match, aka like in basic terms, a quarter-final match. But obviously, it's only one match, so whoever wins that goes into the semi-finals to play against the teams that finished, either the team that played second or the team that played third. It depends on what order the draw is. And then the winners obviously play in the final at Wembley and get promoted to... and the winner gets promoted obviously to League 2. There's obviously 2 teams go down from League 2 as well, which is Carlisle this year, which I'm very surprised. But they've done really poor this year. They have been absolutely appalling. So yeah, any Oldham fans in the live chat, by the way, any players to... watch out for, apart from I think the obvious very obvious Mike Buildup Talum, who's been excellent, got involved in 2 of the 4 goals that they scored against Halifax. Is a question, because I never know sometimes, because I'm pretty sure Oldham and Halifax is not that far. I don't think it's that far, is it? 38 minutes. So is Oldham versus Halifax a derby, by the way? Just a question. Is Oldham versus Halifax classed as a derby? Because you'd think with the distance between them, there's not much a difference. It's actually less than 40 minutes. But obviously one's West Yorkshire and one is Greater Manchester. So I don't know if it'd be classed as a derby or maybe it's just classed as a close rivalry. I'm not sure. But I say any Oldham fans in the chat will probably be able to enlighten me. I haven't watched the National League too much this season. I think by the time I get these done, I'm going to end up just having to do the lineups when the players are out, I think. Mark Hughes is staying at Carlisle. Yeah, I heard about that. And I mean, that's excellent for Carlisle, you know, because let's be honest, Mark Hughes is a really good manager. But I was quite surprised because I didn't think Mark Hughes was the sort of manager that would want to manage in the 5th tier. But maybe he fancied the challenge of getting Carlisle back to where they belong, which is evidently back in the EFL. So maybe that's what they're wanting to do. I don't necessarily know. It's interesting. Just looking at York's lineup, which is interesting. Obviously, their captain Callum Howe. Obviously, he's starting. Let's see how he does. I've been to a bus rally in Halifax at the Peace Buildings. Alright. I thought Halifax was just famous for the banks. The Halifax banks. As well as NatWest and Nationwide. Of course, other banks are available. Grant and live chat 2 on Oldham. Fair enough, mate. So, isn't Alex Hunt, and that's Hunt, I said, Hunt, isn't he the guy that scored the penalty against Dagenham Redbridge? Yeah, he is. He is. I thought he was the guy that scored the pen when we went to the game against... Oh yeah, one of the players I'm keeping an eye on is Tyree Sinclair, because I think he's been decent this season. He scored in the game against... he scored in the game against Dagenham Redbridge. What do you call a hippie's wife? Mississippi. Oh, goodness me, that is shit. Tin Pot Clubs, watch a proper game. This is a proper game, mate. Never mind the Premier League shit. The Premier League's one of the most boring leagues. You know. The Premier League these days is just such a boring league. Especially when bloody Liverpool are just dominating it. This is the National League playoffs. There's no better games than the playoffs. 100%. Just because you support Arsenal, even though you're probably not even from London. So, you're probably not even from London and you support Arsenal. So, you can tell when someone's a top 6 bloody side. You can tell when someone supports a top 6 side. They don't take any notice of games in the lower leagues. Premier League this, Premier League that, Champions League this. Well, this is a big game at the end of the day. So, and I'm the one watching it, not you. So who cares? I'm from Northampton. Exactly. It's not London, is it, though? It's not London, though, is it? Be honest. It's not London at all. So, exactly. I'm not going to get the lineups written out in time here. For my pains, I support Man United. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Yes, not great at the moment.
You know Fellaini's on Linthorpe Road?
That's shut down.
It's set to reopen again.
That's odd.
Yesterday was on Breaking News 2.
Will you be doing a watch-along for Europa League fan tomorrow? Absolutely yes. United fan, we're United fans too on Wednesday. So you should be. They're your biggest rivals, aren't they, at the end of the day? Referee today, Sack Kettle. Sack Kettle? What a weird name. Well, the players are out. But I've just not got the lineups ready, I'm afraid. I've got half these players in the wrong order, actually. So... Right, coming in. Good luck to both teams. Let's hope for a good game. Let's hope for a good game. Should be a good in. Well, the LNER Stadium is sold out, as you would expect for a game of this calibre. Can't wait to see Sunderland lose on Saturday. Tom wants Spurs to win. I used to like you. Alex Hunt is a bit of a see you next Tuesday. Yeah. Right, once the referee blows the whistle, we are off and running. What channel? DAZN. DAZN. But you have to pay. You have to pay to watch it because it's a monthly subscription one. Because the National League is now a now has its own channel on DAZN, which is now a subscription. It's now a subscription channel. Anyone else find it sad that grandkids won't understand United used to be good? You'll be a lower level championship side for decades. Grandkids won't see you as a top club. You've already lost your pedigree. To be fair, United have just fallen apart. United won't be in the championship though. That's never going to happen.
Nicholas drinking Irn-Bru.
Yeah, fair enough. United are never going to be a championship club, so that won't happen. I know United have been awful, but I don't think United are going to have a season quite as bad as that. I mean, surely they can't, you know. I'd be very surprised if they did. It's what I'm saying. Engin in the larger said 1-0. Fair enough. That's what he thinks. Oldham with the first shot and it's gone nowhere near goal. See you later. Go on, York. I've already put out to watch it. DAZN on National League TV on DAZN. But you have to pay a monthly fee to do it. So if you don't pay monthly fees, then you're not going to be able to watch it. Simple as that. No one wants to hear about Oldham. It's in the name. Well, that's the game I'm doing, mate. So I will be commentating on it. I'm just trying to get these lineups quickly written out as quickly as I can. Why has he got a triple-barreled name? One of the players is called Nicholas Lennell John Lewis. Come on, York, says Red Dragon. Dragon. Yep. Would love them to win, to be fair. Best side in the Champions League, although you got beat twice in the semis. I thought the Johnson family didn't have money. I'm the one that's paying for it. I'm the one paying for it. Only cost me $9.99 this month. I'll wait till June next season to do it. I think it's like 19 quid a month, which isn't actually too bad, to be fair. I think the first half will be 0-0. Yeah, could do. You never know what's going to happen in these sort of games. I think it'll be fairly tight, and then second half, I just think York will turn up in the second half, and hopefully for York they'll do well. But you never know. You never know in this day and age. Football's a very unpredictable sport. We're currently 3 minutes in, only one chance. I was talking to Jeffrey's numpty comment. Oh, right, okay, I thought you were on about something else there. Well, actually, me have been saving up money for that Edinburgh trip, Scotty. That's nothing to do with my family. We haven't had any help from my family doing that. Me and her have done it pretty much ourselves. So, yeah. Oh, is that how to play it? It is. That's the first corner for York. Hello then. Why Sammy said Johnson the book? I don't bloody know. Sam didn't actually say that. You're the one that said the Johnson family's broke. You and Sam actually, so shut up. Come on, York from Orange County, California. Thanks for joining us. Come on, York. Come on, York. How much is your haircut, by the way? 11 quid. Got over 100 in the stream, so I'll have to quickly get these bloody lineups sorted. There's the first corner in for York. Headed towards goal. And headed away. And that's going to be a foot into York City, left hand side.
Never known Liam to call you Daz.
Just sometimes. Just sometimes. Not much, mine's 13 quid. Is DZN working for anyone else? Well, it's working for me because I have the monthly fee. Thank you. 5 minutes in, 0-0 at the moment.
Oh, Scotty, so what if you can't work?
Does it matter?
No one cares.
Doesn't mean I don't have money. You can have money and not work. Simple as that. Now, there's people wanting to know what's going on in the games. So let's just focus on the game and not everything else, ideally. Got 124 views and you keep talking over the commentary team. Because you're not meant to be listening to the commentary team? This isn't a stream where you listen to the commentary team. As far as I'm concerned, the commentary team are normally woeful, to be truthfully honest. So, York City with the ball anyway. Play to the right-hand side. I have to move it close to my phone because I haven't got a big screen here. Oldham win it back. Play to the left-hand side. I'm trying to work out with the players because I can't actually see the numbers. Because it's such a small screen. I struggled to see the actual thing. One of you the commentators, please. Well, go and watch it somewhere else then, because you're not going to hear the commentaries on here, are you, mate? Get on with it. Does it matter if we don't work, by the way? Does it matter if we don't work? No one gives a shit. Where are you watching the game? DAZN, DAZN. Free kick given to York then, which has been taken quickly by Fagan Walcott. I'm going to work it down to the left-hand side. Cameron John plays it forward. Ah, damn it. Yeah, well, put it this way, Jamie. Half of the people in my live chat talk about random stuff that's not football relevant. So, yeah, and they are regulars of the channel. So, if you don't like it, turn the live chat off. Is all I say. Because if I don't respond to the live chat, then I just get moaned at. Because that's always the case. Unfortunately. I get enough moaning from the chat sometimes, so that's what happens. 90 minutes of you being a twat in the live chat. See you later. You don't need to. I can just block you immediately. I've got no time for twats tonight, so if you're going to be one, then go. See, all the comments are going to be coming. There's going to be loads of comments flying in, and then if I don't reply to the bloody regulars, I'll get moaned at by them. So it's quite difficult. This is what happens when you only have a small channel, and then you have loads of people tuning in at once. It's good for the view count, but it's not easy for me to deal with. I'm afraid it's not easy for me to try and deal with. Right, put it on there. There we go. No, it's 119. You can't count, can you? 111 votes on the poll at the moment. 67% for York. So this is actually the most we've had on a poll, which is excellent, by the way. Why can't they just understand? If they want the commentary, join DAZN, yes. So why are they regulars if they talk about your work and not your stream? Because they come on the stream and just they always talk a load of nonsense after time anyway. That's just what happens. But I wouldn't say anything to them because you'll just get them moaning at you instead. would do me a favour. Quick run through of the 2 starting 11s, which I haven't done yet. Matthew Hudson for Oldham Athletics, the goalkeeper. Number 2 is Regan Ogle. 3, Mark Kitchen. 4, Tom Pett. 6 is Manny Monte. 9, Mike Fondop-Talum. 14 is Joe Garner. The captain, 16, Charlie Raglan. 24, Corey Evans. 28, Vimal Yoganathan. 29, Joe Pritchard. Very quickly for York's lineup. They start with number 1, Harrison Mail. 5, Callum Howe. 7, Tyrese Sinclair. 8, Alex Hunt. Number 10. Oh no, I'm reading the wrong numbers here. So I've got the numbers in the wrong order. Number 9, get that in the right order. 9 is Deepo Akinyemi. 10 is Ollie Pierce. 11, Ashley Nathaniel George. 17, Lewis Richardson. 21, Cameron John. 23, Joe Felix. 28 is Malaki Fagan Wilcott. Walcott, you silly turd. Didn't want to say that. Didn't want to bloody say that, did I? They're not regular friends, they're just regular trolls. Doesn't matter. They're the people that make up the community. Steve McLaren's in the stadium. Wasn't expecting that. I live in Hungary and the TV doesn't broadcast. Well, the only place you can get it is DAZN, which I don't know if you can get it anywhere else other than the United Kingdom, so I can't help you with that one, I'm afraid. No one's anything about Man City Bournemouth. Well, I'm not watching it, so I won't be anyway. There's more teams than you got fingers. Oh, blimey, Scotty. Okay, that's not the case, is it? We've been here for donkey's years. Trolls don't stick around. No, because I always block the trolls. So I don't have time for them. Right, 11.5 minutes in. Finally can crack on with it now, and I don't have to worry about constant comments about nothing relevant. Can you get involved in the live poll? And we'll see what happens in this game. Right, York City then, in red home kit. Full stadium here at the LNER Stadium. It's a great crowd. As Akinyemi has the ball, plays it back into the defence, and it's played all the way back to Harrison Mail. It's just inside his penalty area. Played down to the right and played back to him again. York City looking to work it out from the back here. Back down to the left again to Akinyemi. They've been playing it down the wing quite a few times actually in the first opening minutes. So far though, only one shot really, and that was from Oldham inside the first 2 minutes. As a shot just inside the penalty area went over the bar. Can't tell you who it was that actually had the shot because I didn't actually see what number it was. But this is a dangerous opportunity. York City coming forward. And Akinyemi managed to keep it in at the bar line, skipping past the defender. He's running from left hand side towards the bar line. Past the defender, keeps it in, runs into the penalty area. And I think he's tried to cross it in here. He's tried to play it into the centre, but in the end it's just ended up going straight to the goalkeeper. So a bit of a wasted opportunity, that, to be truthfully honest. I'm not trolling. I didn't see you were trolling, mate. I don't know if you support Oldham or York. I don't support either. This is a neutral stream, mate. This is a neutral stream, but I do want York City to win. I would like York City to win.
My mum's packing a suitcase for Alicante in my bedroom.
Okay. Does it matter? You're not there, so who gives a shit? You've got City on. That's nice. I'm watching a better game. Who's that in the crowd? Oh, is that Phil? Is that Parkinson? Yeah, it is. Phil Parkinson, I think it is. The manager that's just won promotion with Wrexham. It's not neutral if you want York to win. It is neutral, but I would like York to win. I'd like York to win, but I'm not worried if they do or don't. Be nice to see them win, but at the same time, be nice to see Oldham back in the AFL as well. So, it doesn't make much difference, does it, really? DAZN, by the way.
Sorry, I didn't realise.
What the hell's that? I want York to win this and Bournemouth to win, Fez. Just saying, don't say anything, mate, 'cause I'm watching the game. Yeah, I mean, I won't be saying anything anyways. I don't even have the notifications for that. Where do you want York to win? Well, put it this way, I'm from the North East, and York City's a team that I've been keeping tabs on quite a lot this season. I was hoping that they'd win the league, and obviously they didn't. I went to see them earlier this season, actually, and the fans there were excellent. I thought the fans are brilliant. I seemed quite popular actually at York. Everyone was friendly there. Oldham I'm yet to experience actually, so I will experience Oldham probably next season. But they're both great clubs back, in the end of the day, and two sides that really should be in the EFL. But obviously, as a North Yorkshire man, well, North East, North Yorkshire, but as a North East lad, I have a big soft side for York. They're a side I have they're the team that I, have a soft side for them. I quite like York as a city and as a club, and that new stadium I think is brilliant. I think it's a brilliant stadium. It's a stadium that deserves to be in League Two. Obviously, I'm not disrespecting Oldham, by the way, but I would love York City to do it. But if Oldham won it, then, I'd be just as happy. I'm not really, I think whichever team goes up deserves to go up. I think, I'd be happy for both the teams to get promoted. Both of these teams. Southend did well this season as well. So the teams that are in the playoffs are the teams that deserve to be in the playoffs at the end of the day. Corner in for Oldham, headed towards goal. That's wide. That's a terrible header, actually. It really is. That's a dreadful one. Where are you from? I'm from Middlesbrough, so up in the northeast of England. I mean, you can't go any further than northeast without going into... if you go any further than the northeast, Middlesbrough, Sunderland, Newcastle, Berwick, you're into Scotland. So, any further past the northeast and you're into Scotland. Which is where I'm going on Thursday. My dream is one day to having to pick between my teams Newcastle and York. Oh, you're a Geordie, are you? Fair enough. From one of the roughest areas in the UK. Don't need to tell me that. So, claims for a free kick, but advantage given, and that's a really poor through ball for poor through ball that. It's a good opportunity for York, but the through ball was just poor, straight to Matthew Hudson in the end, in goal for Oldham Athletic tonight. Oh yeah, it's a definite foul, so they challenged, and it's I think it's Nathaniel George trying to play through ball towards Deepo Akinyemi, who was chasing it but wasn't going to get it. It wasn't a good enough through ball, unfortunately. Hit with too much power and not enough accuracy. Middlesbrough, Yorkshire from Psychic Duck. Class name. But if anyone has a name, anyone with Duck in their name, must be crackers. It must be crackers having the word Duck in your name. Oh, great lag. Dunkin' biscuits in tea. I don't do that because I don't drink tea. I'm not a tea drinker, to be truthfully honest with you. Oliver Boscagli is joining Brighton from PSV. Good blimey. That's an excellent signing for them. Excellent signing for Brighton and Hove Albion. They're going to be a tough side next season. Here come Oldham coming forward then, left-hand side. What's happened? Oh, the offside flag's up. Just all the players just suddenly stopped all of a sudden. They just all stopped. Turns out offside flag was up. I didn't notice it because it didn't show it on the actual camera. But I did overhear the commentator saying no, it was offside. I was like, oh, no wonder then. Come on, York, says Turts. What are you doing tomorrow at the gym? Cardio again. It'll be cardio again. Or probably back to the It'll be back to the machines I normally do probably tomorrow. Be treadmill. I will go through you doing one tomorrow. To be fair, I tend to do walking. I tend to do fast walking. I do fast walking. I don't really do any jogging or running. I do fast walking. I do a mixture of slow walking and fast walking when I'm on the treadmill. And then obviously the exercise bike, and it'll be back on the road machine when it actually decides to work. Why have you got 2 bottles of Iron Brew? I haven't. I've got 1. Oh, are you on about on the graphic? You on about the Iron Brew on the graphics? Because when I'm on a live stream, I always have a glass of Iron Brew. So a lot of people call me the famous man with the Iron Brew. So a lot of people call me the man with the Iron Brew, because whenever I do a vlog or whenever I do a stream, I always either have I either have like a glass of Iron Brew, or I'll have a bottle of Iron Brew, or a can or whatever. Yeah, that's just something on this channel, that. Yeah. Yeah. So my mate who does the background overlay, like the one on this, like the one for this one with the York City and Oldham badge, etc., and that's the LNER Stadium in the background. So my mate deliberately, because everyone knows, because people in the chat, people who watch the channel a lot know that I'm an Iron Brew person, so they call me the man with the Iron Brew when I'm on a live stream. So basically, he just decided when he first started doing the graphics for me, he just decided, you know what, I'll put the engagement photo of me and Mia at the bottom of, you and Mia at the bottom, because he was talking to me, not himself. Saying I'll put the photo of you and me at the bottom left, and then every stream there's going to be a bottle of Iron Brew on the right hand side of the camera box. So he's a clever guy. He's a very clever guy, Harvey. Very clever guy. Oh, wow! Surprised Bars didn't have anything to say about it. They don't. They couldn't care less. Oh, there's another chance. It's a goal. Oldham have scored. 1-0 to Oldham. Didn't even see the goal because they didn't go off the replay in time. 1-0 to Oldham Athletic. Scenes in the away end. The Latics lead at the Minstermen. I'm going to have to see what happened there, because the ball hit the net and they didn't show the goal because it didn't go off the replay in time. So the original shot was saved, and then the goalkeeper, oh my god, what a shocking goal. He rolls it short to his other player, and I think it's Hunt. Is it Hunt? Hunt turns straight into an Oldham player, loses the ball, and then it's Joe Garner. Joe Garner hits a right-footed shot into the bottom corner of the net from the edge of the penalty area. It's a lovely finish, but what a mistake from the defender. What a mistake. Oh, man. 1-0 to Oldham Athletic then. And it's a defensive howler. First goal of the game for Oldham Athletic, scored in the 23rd minute. The goal scorer is number 14, Joe Garner. Hate when they do that with the replays. Honestly, it pisses me off. Genuinely. And I say that with passion. It infuriates me. Because they do it on Sky Sports as well sometimes. Where you'll be watching the game, they'll be showing the replay of one of the other chances, and the next thing you know, the ball's hit the back of the net and you haven't even seen what's happened. I hate it. I just hate it when that happens. Yeah, my sister got in touch with Baz to see if there was any way of getting a sponsorship, but they said they don't do YouTube sponsorships. They only do sponsorships for like the Scottish Cups, etc. Although I don't even know if they do sponsorships these days anyway. But never mind. Gave it a... We tried. Oh, well done. Whoa. All the time. It happens all the time. This game sounds terrible. It's not been bad. I think it's been what you'd class as a tense, sort of maybe cagey affair. You know, both teams have just been you know, it's one of those games where, you know, both teams are just trying to be cautious, and then York City make a howler and Oldham punish them. So, you know, both teams have had opportunities. Neither team has been particularly good with them. They haven't been particularly good opportunities. But that first goal changes everything, really. FCEV has put, I bet, BTTS. Both teams to score is York City attacking. Well, York City have had one opportunity, but they haven't had any shots as of yet, so York City need to click into gear at the moment because things aren't exactly going according to plan for them. Not going very well at the moment for the Minster men. Up your nose to the regulars. And to anyone else, don't ask what I'm on about, but cheers. Right, long ball forward for Oldham then. Oh, he's done really well. That's a foul. What? Ha ha! How's that not a foul? It's on D... is it Dazn or Dazon? Dazon, I believe it's pronounced. D-Z-N. Dazn. I believe this is actually originally a German company. British over-the-top sports streaming and entertainment platform founded in 2007. Premium TV, basically. Oh, it's an English company. I thought with the name of DAZN, I thought it was German. Turns out I'm wrong. York, I support you from Mexico. Rodolfo Munroy. Buenos... what? Mexico's a couple hours went to Buenos Tardes. Buenos Tardes. Bienvenido. Bienvenido. I hope Sam McNeil's not in the live chat because he'll have a go at you, Sam, in a minute if he is, because he said do not. Because he told us to not say anything about the City Bournemouth game. So I just hope he hasn't seen that comment. But to be fair though, in your defence, you weren't in the live chat when he put that. So, yeah. Can't seem to find it on DZN. It's on DAZN, but you have to... It's National League TV, mate. It's National League now is premium. The National League is no longer on TNT Sports. So because it's on DAZN... it's now premium TV. You have to pay a monthly fee for it now. Surely will be Tottenham tomorrow. I see the badge on the door that earns you a sub. Oh, you United fan, yeah? I'm live tomorrow for that game, actually. I'm live tomorrow for United. Been trying to find my United top for some... I've been trying to find my United top, but I can't seem to find it, so I'll have to see if I can find it. What game are you doing on Saturday? None, because I'm not here on Saturday. I'll be live on Sunday for the League 1 player final, and then Monday for the League 2 player final, and then Wednesday the 28th is the Conference League, and the 31st is the UEFA Champions League final. 1st of June, the Sunday, is the National League playoff final. Yep, thank you, Eugene, for joining us. Suleiman Chingaziz. Chengizes. Have I pronounced that correctly? I don't know. DAZN isn't working. Does anyone know how to watch it? Probably because National League TV is on DAZN, but you have to pay a monthly subscription to National League TV to be able to watch the National League now, because the National League is now what's it called? What a terrible free kick from York. That was dreadful. So for National League TV, it's now on those you have to pay monthly for, same as Ligue 1 Pass now. Ligue 1 has its own TV channel you have to pay for. La Liga now has its own that you have to pay for. So everything these days is all bloody monthly subscription based. So that's just how it is, I'm afraid. There's nothing we can do about it. Don't provide links anyway, but at the same time, you can't watch it unless you pay for National League TV to watch it. So I'm like the only one that's got it at the minute. Fresh Trim says, Harry? No. My hair's just grown further. What do you think? Of course it's a fresh trim. Up the tick, says Connor Bob. I thought it was up the Latics. You get Premier Sports. See, Premier Sports is also one of those. It's also one of those subscription-based ones. But yeah, it's like 19 quid a month. 19 quid a month, I think it is for National League TV now. £19 a month. Although for this month only, you can actually watch it for £9.99 because obviously it's the final month of the season. So once the player final's done, I'm cancelling my subscription until the next season starts. And blimey, there's an effort, and what a save! Whip off. Well, you get to watch. I mean, you get to watch all the National League games, I suppose. You can chop and change with any National League games. So you don't have to just watch one team. Are you available 29th? No, that's Premier League finals night, mate. That's the finals night for the Premier League. So absolutely not. I will not be on here that night. Premier League finals night. Who's your team? Middlesbrough's my home team. Whoa! I want to have a look at that shot again from that player. Who was it with the shot? Who was that with the shot? I think it was Manny Monte, I believe it was, with the effort. Great effort. Well saved by House and Mail. York City having pretty much no shots. I mean, if there has been a shot from York, I don't recall them having a shot, but it certainly wasn't on target. I was going to suggest a league and relegation match, but fair enough, you don't want to do that day. It's not I don't want to do that day, it's the Premier League finals night, and it's the Premier League finals night in the darts. So I'll be on DTD for that, because it's the finals night in the Premier League. Lewis in the chat says, let's go York. See, I can cope with this because the comments aren't coming in as thick and fast as the last ones, as they were earlier ones, so I'm going to not come through like 10 at once. It's a bit difficult when that happens, but yeah, I try and get through all the comments when I can, but it's not easy sometimes. You can tell I'm only a small YouTube and I'm not a big YouTuber because I mean, it's the most we've had in the stream in a long time now. I mean, we had 130 at one point, which is the most we've had in a while. DAZN not working? Well, that's because you have to pay That's because you have to pay a subscription for the National League TV subscription. If you don't have the subscription, you won't be able to watch it. because it's now a lot of the leagues nowadays have their own TV channel and they're all subscription based. I think it's called privileged TV or something like that, or private TV or something, but you have to pay for it. Who's looking better? I'd probably say Oldham, to be fair. Since scoring, Oldham have had about 2 chances, and I think it was Monte with the shot. Left on side the penalty area, hit it on the volley, and the keeper managed to tip it over. It was a cracking strike. But I'll give you as much. I'll give you as many updates as I can on it. Obviously, I don't do full match commentary, but I'll give you as many updates as I can. Because obviously not many people are going to be able to watch it unless you have the subscription. Then you can't watch it, simple as that. Come on, Oldham, says the big dog. It's not the clash with the Prem final day. Sorry, it's on Thursday League and no, the Premier League of darts, mate. It's the Premier League finals night in the darts. I probably should have specified. It's the Thursday night, so it's the finals night of the Premier League of darts. And then that means no darts on a Thursday till I think the World Cup, which is mid-June. But no, I can't do that anyway. Premier League final day, I probably won't be doing it anyway, because I'll be doing the League 1 final. Who's up front for Oldham? I would assume Mike Fondup. I would assume Fondup Talum. Edmond put Swahili. I don't know Swahili. When the Blues go marching in. I would assume it's Fondup Talum. I didn't show. I didn't see the formations at the start, so Thursday night on Double Trouble Darts is brilliant. Yeah, well, there's only this Thursday and next Thursday, and then you have got the you do have the Euro tour with the with Liam and Harvey. Well, possibly Liam and Harvey on Saturday, and then I'll be back on Sunday night for the finals night of that Euro tour. And I can't remember which Euro tour it is this week, actually. I'm pretty sure it's one of the German ones, isn't it? PDC tournament calendar. Dutch Darts Championship in Rosmalen, which is literally down the road from where Michael van Geuren lives. He only has to travel 15 minutes. Will Leicester's points deduction be this season or next season? You would assume next season, wouldn't you? You would assume next season. I would assume start next season. Surely it won't be this season. Welcome, Tanzania. Right. Wow. Yeah, we're not gonna get this many votes in the polls ever again. 206 votes. 207 votes. 64% York. That's probably about 70. About what? 70 to 80 votes for Oldham, and then over 100 for York. What's your name? Darryl, but everyone spells it incorrectly. So just call me Daz, D-A-Z, or Dazza, D-A-Z-Z-E-R. But Wolves leading Palace. Blimey.
That's only just.
Next season we'll be in the Championship, done. It's the Premier League charging them. Yep. Fondup Talum and Garner. And Joe Garner's the one that scored from that defensive mistake from I believe it was I think it was Alex Alex Hunt it was with the mistake. And I'm being careful when it comes to pronouncing Hunt, because I don't want to say it incorrectly. Dude, who do you think's going to win this match? I'd like York, but I think Oldham could do it. York will need to turn up in the second half. If York turn up in the second half and play a lot better, then I think they can get themselves back into it. Vegetables, his name. I'm fine, Minion. How are you? Oh, God. He still calls you that. It's good for Borough, though, if Leicester's point deduction is next season. Doesn't make a difference, mate. We don't know what promotion is. So, long ball forward, and it's absolutely garbage.
He can. He can call me what he likes, but...
Who do you want to score for York? Well, the two guys that scored when I went to York against Dagenham was Tyree Sinclair and Alex Hunt, who scored the penalty in the last minute against Dagenham Redbridge. There is a vlog from that game, by the way, if you haven't checked the channel out. And if you are new, subscribe, by the way, it'll be great. But, yeah, you should... I did do a vlog of York in, like, February time. So, if you look on the videos, scroll down, you should find York against Dagenham. Tyree Sinclair and Alex Hunt with those goals in the end. What about... I'm not saying that, Harry, so good try. Even though I've got no disrespect for Mike, but I'm definitely not saying that name. Let me mute me Mike and I'll explain to Mia. Yes.
Toby was born in 1990 and his birthday today. How old is he?
Who?
Toby.
Who's Toby?
Wayne's Toby.
Oh. What was his birthday today?
Yes.
35.
Huh?
Born in 1990.
No, that's wrong. Cause he's...
I was going to say, are you sure he's born in 1990? Because he's 35 otherwise. York haven't even had a shot on target. I know, they've been poor. They've been poor, but they need to step it up in the second half. Palace have equalised for Eddie and Ketia. That didn't last very long, did it? Do you guys think that York City classifies as what? What are you about classifies? What are you about? York need Lenny the Shop John Lewis on at half time. Yes. Lennell Nicholas John Lewis. Oh, bloody weird name. I can read hands, he said. Middlesbrough shit. You've just got to applaud the banter there. You really have to applaud the banter. I rate that banter, to be fair. Even though it's not wrong. It's definitely not wrong. I mean, it's not what I said. It's definitely not what I said. But the comment's not wrong either. The first bit about I can read hands and what I said is wrong. But the Borough being shit one is not wrong at all, to be fair. Given how poor this season was. I bet on York. Well, I don't think that's going to win, mate. Because so far, no shot on target. I mean, I did think in the first half, the first half was going to be cagey, it was going to be a close affair. York haven't had a shot on target. They're going to have to step it up in the second half. Someone in the chat earlier on, by the way, I don't know who it was, said that this game could go to extra time. It could go to extra time, but York need to respond. Oldham, as it stands, heading to Wembley for the final. The fans will go to Wembley. Oh, well done! Can we have a round of applause for that prick in the live chat called Harry Doherty with that comment?
Well done, Harry.
Dickhead. Well, not just the fans, by the way. The referee's going to go to Wembley. And the teams are going to go to Wembley. Couldn't care less who goes to Wembley. Just need 3 goals in this game. Well, put it this way. I don't think there's going to be 3 goals in this game, potentially. Do you think I should go and cash out? Well, I don't know whether York are going to get back into the game, to be fair, because they have been poor. Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth officials indicated there'll be a minimum of 1 minute of added time. There'll be a minimum of 1 minute of added time. And added time brought to you by Darryl Johnson. Vanarama National League. Yeah, the National League is sponsored by Vanarama. They've got the name rights. Mouldy old door. Pence. Didn't know the guy from The Journey joined York. That's Alex Hunter, mate. What team do you support? Middlesbrough. I'm a Middlesbrough lad. Middlesbrough lad. Ignore the other stuff. Darryl Johnson is a legend. It's spelled double R, but I know what you're on about. I mean, I've been called worse, so trust me. Don't worry about that. Harry's a donut, heard it here first.
He is.
Yes. Harry's clapping himself. That's half time, ladies and gentlemen. Well, our first half wasn't particularly entertaining, but it flew by with the amount of comments that was coming in. So, not the greatest of first halves, let's be truthfully honest. I wonder what the stats are. I wonder how many shots York have had on target. I wonder how many shots on target York have had in this game. None would probably be the correct answer. They've been poor, York. York really have been poor. I don't think either team's been particularly great, but Oldham have had more chances. 6 shots for on target. Yep. The goalkeeper's been tested on a few occasions. The goal that Oldham scored was a defensive mistake. So, there you go. Same, I play for York, but support Middlesbrough. You play for York? Fair enough. Darryl Gurney. No, that's Chin. Watch the goal from the game that McNeil doesn't want to mention because it was a good goal. I'll turn on to... What? What's happened? I'm gonna have to ask Mum why that's happened. The Sky Sports HD channels have gone, and we haven't ended the Sky Sports subscription. So why has that happened? Nobody subscribed to Sky Sports. So what the hell's going on? Yeah, Sky Sports HD. Look, what? Why has that happened? Oh, never mind. No, my Sky Sports channels haven't gone. It's just all the HD channels all the HD channels won't work now. Saying it will not
Is that
subscribe.
because you don't have the telly downstairs?
Is it anything to do with that one? Well, we do have the TV downstairs. It's a different monitor. When I go for the half-time break, I'll ask. Well, I've just turned on to the Man City game, so hopefully it'll show the goal. You look more like Dylan Slevin now. Yes, and you look like Harry Doherty. Although to be fair, Harry, I've seen you on the camera on Messenger. You look more like.
Now Ella's stood in my room.
To be fair, Harry, you look more like that bloody singer. What's he called again? Forgotten his name. He's shit as well. You look like the guy who's bloody gained weight. What's the singer called again? Lewis Capaldi. Yeah. You look more like Lewis Capaldi, to be fairly honest.
Does he?
No, he's not shit. No, he's not great. Well, put it this way. Would you rather look like Dylan Slarin, a darts player, and I play darts as well? Not obviously not. I play it as a hobby. I don't play it in competitions or anything. I might potentially try and join a darts league next season or any tournaments going on. I might try and get one at some point. I just play darts as a hobby, and I'd rather look like someone who it works for me because I look a bit like Dylan Slevin, right? Who's a professional darts player. I'm not a professional darts player. Probably maybe amateur, maybe an amateur player. I average about at least sort of between 50-60 normally. On a bad day, I'll average in the 40s, but normally about 50 to 60. I don't always win the games, but I can still average at least 50-60. So when I play against Liam, though, I always put on my A game. Against Liam, I can average 60-70 plus. So sometimes it just depends. Some games I'm good, some games I'm not. But it works for me because I look like Dylan Slavin, who's a darts player, and I play darts. You look like Lewis Capaldi and you don't sing. So, yeah. When I worked at... Oh, yeah, didn't you used to be a steward at Wembley? That's something I forgot to mention. Harry used to be a steward at Wembley Stadium. Oh, my God, what a shocking goal. That's a garbage goal, that is. Harry Doty used to be
oh my God.
He used to be a steward at Wembley Stadium. I could have sworn it was a steward.
I bet Mark Travers has gone to watch him as well.
Well, no, he's
absolutely battered.
He's gone back to Bournemouth.
Yeah, but he's gone.
No, he's because. Well, no, you might. I don't know. He might be on the bench if anything. He used to sell the programme's merchandise. Oh, well, you weren't a steward then. They can.
Probably not.
Well, they can. I don't think he's played. Well, let's be honest. He won't start, and he's not going to play anyway because Kepa Arrizabalaga is a better goalkeeper any day. What's it looking like? Who's going to win? If anything, to be fair, Oldham, because York haven't had a shot yet. They've been poor. 69 people in. Oh, no. Oh, that's strange. Travers is so good for Borough. Yeah, but I don't think we'll get him. I don't think we'll sign him. Although I hope we do. It'd be good.
Alright, Egg. Don't get too excited.
Well, this is a big game for them because they'll get into the Champions League if they can get a result team, ideally. They'll be in the Champions League next season. You watching the Bournemouth game? Who's going to win? That's such a bad mistake. I mean, it's a great finish, but what a silly mistake.
I've just realised, right, that Sam McNeil's in the chat, and we both said at the same time, shocking goal, and he said not to say anything.
I don't think it really matters because he's probably already seen it. Although he wasn't in the live chat when we said it, so I don't think he'll have. Because normally when he turns on the stream, he always comments immediately. I was, but my internet turned off. I'm using my data. Ah, right.
I didn't know, I was just sat in my room packing a suitcase.
Who's been the best player on the pitch so far? Who do you support as well? So I'm a Middlesbrough fan. I'm a Middlesbrough homeboy. Oldham have been by a mile the better side. They've had way more opportunities. No shots at all in this game from York whatsoever. They've been really poor. Haven't seen the first goal. 4-1 at full time, says Anale Pomper. What the hell's that? I can't even say that name, to be fair. Best player on the field. I mean, Manny Monte had a really good opportunity. But also, Joe Garner. Joe Garner will probably be man of the match as it stands for the winning goal. But it's not been an easy one to try and keep your eye on because of the camera angles that the Zone use, you can't always work out what the player number is. So if it's played on the other side, you can't see the bloody number. So unless you've got X-ray vision, you're not going to know which player it is. But Joe Garner's the one that's got the goal for Oldham. Big goal going into half-time. And 240 votes. 63% York. So still, majority of people still think York. National League playoffs, one leg. Why did Oldham only play Halifax once? So the EFL, this is what I keep explaining to people. The way that the non-league playoffs, the non-league playoffs and promotion races are different in the compared to the EFL. So when you're in the EFL, you have 4 teams, but you have 2 teams. Well, in the Championship and League 1, with the exception of League 2, because League 2 has 3 teams that go up automatically, 2 teams get promoted automatically. One is champion and one in the other promotion place. Obviously, in League 2, there's 3 that go up automatically. The 4 teams in the playoffs play each other in 2-legged ties, and then they play 1 match at Wembley to get promoted. With the National League, it's completely different. In the National League, only 2 teams get promoted because 2 teams come down from League 2. So what happens is the team that finishes top goes up automatically as the champions and is the only team that gets promoted, which is Barnet. The 2nd and 3rd place teams, which this season are York City and Forest Green Rovers, they both qualify immediately for the semi-finals of the playoffs. So they don't play in the quarter-finals. Teams that finish 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th all play against each other. I think 4th plays 7th, 5th versus 6th is how it works in a quarter-final. Similar to the EFL, in them ties. 5th, 6th versus 5th versus 6th, 7th versus 5th. The 7th versus 4th, beg your pardon. But in the National League, there's only 1 tie, and it's the same in all the other non-leagues. The further you go down the league as well, there's only 1-legged ties in the playoffs when you go from the National League downwards. Until you get into the EFL, the 2-legged ties. So it's only 1-leg games in the National League. So Oldham beating Halifax and Rochdale losing to Southend means that Southend and Oldham went into the semi-finals after winning that match, and are now playing a 1-leg tie against York and Forest Green Rovers respectively. And the winner goes to the final at Wembley Stadium, the winner goes to League 2. So that's basically how it works. So I don't think there's any other way really of summing it up. National League North player final happened at Scunthorpe and involved Scunthorpe. Yes, so when so the National League, this is the strange thing. So the National League North and South and divisions lower than the National League North South. So any divisions below the National League, so National League North South, and then obviously you got Northern Premier Division, Southern Central Divisions, and blah blah, and all those divisions. The lower leagues, the playoff final in those leagues takes place at the highest ranked team in the playoffs. So Scunthorpe were the highest ranked team in the National League North playoffs, and because they got to the final, they hosted it. But if they hadn't got to the final, then I think chances are Chester would have hosted it. So whoever's in the final, it's based on whichever team's in the final, whoever finished higher in the league hosts the final at their own ground. It was the same in a lot of the local, a lot of our local people know, Middlesbrough people and Redcar people. When Mask played against Stockton in the Division 8 playoff final, Mask were at home because Mask finished 2nd and Stockton, I think, only finished 4th. So because Mask finished in a higher position than Stockton, they had the right. They hosted the playoff final at their own ground. Now, if Mask didn't win against Shildon in the playoff, then the final would have been held. The final would have been held at Stockton's ground because Shildon finished below Stockton. If you get what I mean, basically how it works. So whichever team finished in a high position and is in the final hosts the final. But in the National League Premier, that's National League North and South and downwards. But in the National League Premier, the playoffs are very strange. All one-legged ties, same with the other leagues. So in the National League Premier, the final takes place at Wembley, and then as you go into the EFL, it's two-legged ties in the playoff, and obviously the final at Wembley. So that's just the non-league playoffs in the non-leagues, the playoffs in the lower leagues are a lot different and probably more complicated to explain than the EFL ones. But all you need to know is whoever wins this game is going to Wembley to play against the winner of tomorrow night's game, which is Forest Green versus Southend. Now, York and Forest Green, because they finished second and third, host the semi-final because they finished higher in the league. So, yeah. So 2-0 City at half-time. The second half's about to get underway, so it looks like we're not going for the half-time break. Over 2,000 views. That's excellent. Woohoo! Excellent. Try explaining the European qualification for English teams this season to someone who doesn't watch football. I watch football, mate, and I don't understand it fully myself. I watch the Premier League all the time, and I still can't work it out for myself. Because there's that many teams that can qualify. There's going to be at least like 8 or 9 teams qualifying for European football. Gets very complicated. One of the more complicated ones, is this season's Eredivisie, because some teams go into the league phase of the Champions League and the qualification of the Champions League. Go Ahead Eagles, who won the Dutch Cup, they go straight into the Europa League stage, and the other teams around go into the qualification round for the Europa Conference League, and it's fucking strange. It's strange. Crystal Palace, all you need to know, Crystal Palace, I think, will be guaranteed a spot in the UEFA Europa League phase. Spurs and Manchester United, whoever loses that final, will not be in Europe next season because they're finishing in the bottom half. Whoever wins goes into the Champions League phase. So that's how it is with the Europa League. Second half's about to get underway then. Total goals by the end, please. I think if York City can respond, I think it could be 1-1, but I wouldn't be shocked if Oldham make it 2-0 because they have been on top this. They've been on top in this game. Who do you spot, mate? Borough, mate. But Borough's my home team, but I'm a United fan as well. I'm wanting United to win tomorrow, please. Daz, who do you reckon wins the other playoff tomorrow night? On paper, you would expect Forest Green, but I'm not writing off Southend after that comeback. That comeback, by the way, I jinxed it again, by the way. Isn't Oldham close to York? Well, Oldham is Greater Manchester. So Oldham's Greater Manchester. Oldham to York, I would have probably about an hour and a half, nearly. Maybe an hour and 10. It's an hour and 15. So it's about 65 miles. A few hours. It's only an hour. It's only an hour and 14, mate. It's not far. I think on paper you'd fancy Forest Green to win. Oh, this is great. $9.99 a bloody month, and the bloody and it's buffering. Excellent. Love that. Yeah, it's not too far actually, is it really? We drew both games against Southend 2-2 this season. We're good at home, but not confident. Are you on about? Are you a FGR fan? The zone's a whip-off. Well, it's the only way you can watch the National League now is by getting the National League TV, which is on the zone. But you can't really do anything about it. Yeah, no, I was with the Southend fans the other week when they were great set of fans, by the way. I think it's a difficult one. Vegan town. Yeah, let's not go into the let's not go into the meat and vegans business, please. 'Cause I don't want to start a beef. Although I haven't said that. If you have if no, it's not $24.99 a month. It's for National League TV. It's like $19.99 a month, but it's only £9 this month because it's the playoffs. Maybe I'm a bit biased, but Oldham going back to the EFL would be great for a huge couple of them. Oh, and I would agree. I would agree. Biased or not, really, I would agree with that because Oldham Athletic are a club. Remember, Oldham Athletic are a club that used to be in the Premier League back in the day, back in the 1990s. And they've just gone straight back down. It's a bit of a terrible downfall for them. Who do you think will get promoted aside from Barnet? I would love York to do it. I would love York. I just don't think that's going to happen now, to be truthfully honest. As a neutral, it'd be great having Oldham and Southend back in the EFL. Obviously, I want Wolves to win. Yeah, of course. I mean, I think Southend can beat Forest Green tomorrow. I think they can. What's happening? That's terrible. Terrible passing. 2-0 City, game over, pretty much. Oh, is this a goal? Oh my. Yes, well. Yes, well, I can see why a lot of people have been talking about the old man Mamouche goal. That's a screamer. Oh, what a goal. What a goal that is.
Oh, is it off the post? What?
Oh! 2-0! 2-0! Sorry, I've completely missed a goal. I was watching Mamouche's goal. It's 2-0! And there's fans running on the field. Get off the field! You haven't won the game yet. You haven't won the match yet. One thing you don't do is pitch invade on opposition territory. 2-0 Oldham. I don't know who scored. Who scored it? Who's the one that scored? Ah, the Welshman. Joggenhafen. Oh. Sorry, I completely missed a goal there. Get him off the field. Sorry, I totally missed a goal. Whoa, what a finish. Woohoo! Excellent finish. So let's have a look. So Von Dorp plays it to Joggenhafen, who takes one touch, right-footed shot, low corner. What a beautiful, beautiful, well-taken goal that is. What a well-taken goal. 2-0 Oldham. And let's be honest, I think for York City, that could be game over because they haven't played well whatsoever in this match. And the second goal of the game for Oldham Athletic. The goal scorer this time is number 28, Vimal Joggenhafen.
I know your mum likes the chicken, innit?
Cremated. You ain't telling me, aren't you? 50 minutes, 2-0. Honestly, Oldham at the minute are outplaying York. Here they come again. What's happening here? Ball on the right. Crossed in. 3-0. 3-0. Oh my God. Woohoo. Three-0. Oh, by the way, anyone who's putting 3-0 in the live chat, don't put it in because DAZN, for some reason, seems to be behind. I've just seen people putting 3-0 because DAZN's behind because of how crap this bloody... because of how bad it is. Stop buffering. Well, let me go off and bloody restart it. Join live. 3-0. Blimey. Whoa. Unbelievable from Oldham Athletic. Oldham Athletic have pretty much booked their place at Wembley now. That's amazing. 3-0. York's commentary on BBC are pissed. Well, I'm not surprised because they're York are playing poor. They've been woeful tonight, and Oldham are tearing them apart. The cross comes in from the right hand side, and it's headed in. And then again, fans invading the field. Don't pitch invade on opposition territory, is what I say. I don't agree with that. Oldham was plus 300. Second place, you're having a laugh. Well, they're certainly not playing like a second place team here. They're not playing like a team in second place, are they? I took Man City minus 1.5 and York City to qualify. GG's. Oh! There's a chance and it's just wide at the post for York. I think York City have had it here. York have had it. Just for everyone else, by the way, if there is a goal, don't put anything in the live chat because there's people who probably aren't watching the game that'll be relying on me to tell them it's a goal. 2 goals in 2 minutes. Pritchard. 3 goals and 3 different goal scorers. Just forfeit the game, York. Terrible this from York. And the third goal of the evening for Oldham Athletic, the goal scorer number 29, Joe Pritchard. I think that's game, set and match. I think I'll tell you something, by the way. What Will Mackenzie's about to say, by the way, right? What Will Mackenzie's going to say is pretty much York's game summed up.
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
It has been diabolical. I hope United do an Oldham tomorrow. So do I. If you don't understand what I'm on about with Will Mackenzie, by the way, then you clearly haven't watched The In-Betweeners. The In-Betweeners is a great show. If you've never watched it, then you won't know the whole Will Mackenzie fucking dreadful reference. Feisty one, you are. Right, sorry. Brilliant. I actually don't get how this is possible. Well, it is definitely possible, Blanco. Basically, Oldham score 3 and York don't score. How else do you want me to explain it? Come on. There isn't really any other way of explaining it. York have been cack and Oldham have played well, so they deserve to be 3-0 up. But York have capitulated big time in the second half. They fell apart. Fell apart completely second half. Oldham Athletic heading to the final. And I actually think they'll play against Southend. I genuinely think Southend can beat Forest Green. Because, I mean, if you didn't see the comeback against Watchdale, they were 3-1 down at Watchdale and they came back. They were superb. Southend were absolutely superb. York's a shit team, only need 1 goal off this test. If we beat Southend, I don't think we'll get past Oldham. No. And there's a ball in and headed nowhere near goal for Southend. For Oldham, I beg your pardon. York bending over for Oldham. My parlay was ruined by this York City club. Well, welcome to the joys of playoff football. Welcome to the playoffs, everyone. You don't know what's going to happen in the playoffs. York City are going to make a sub shortly. Here comes Pierce with a cross. It is blocked. Corner for York. Keep saying Southend. Corner for York. I think York are going to make a sub very shortly because put it this way, they definitely need to make some changes because they are struggling. They're struggling big time here. They need to make 1 or 2 subs. Corner then for York then. Chance for them to potentially get a goal back, or at least have a shot on target. In the box from the corner to the near post. Off an Oldham play, and it's another corner. I tell you what, the York Stadium is silence. It's silent. It's very quiet. I think the York fans just can't believe what's going on here. In the box from the York corner, headed on at the back stick and then thumped away clear. Oldham have defended well. York City haven't had a shot on target still. And we're in the 57th minute. 57 minutes, 58 minutes pretty much. No shots on target for York City. Dreadful. At 3-1 Watchdale, when I was watching the Southend game as a Southend fan, the guy next to me had already left. I think he regrets that now. Oh dear. Well, this is what I always say. Even if you're in a losing position, even if you're getting battered, never leave a game until the final whistle, because you don't know what can happen. You don't know what can happen in the final minutes. I mean, it was a comeback of comebacks. It was a superb comeback. I think I'm going to have subs for York here. Substitutions brought to you by Darryl Johnson for York City. The Minster men leaving the field is number 7, Tyree Sinclair. Coming on the field is number 29, Junior Luamba. Also leaving the field for the Minster men is number 11, Ashley Nathaniel George. Okay, no. They've changed their mind. Correction, leaving the field for the Minster men is number 9, Deepo Akinyami. And coming on the field to replace him is number 24, Josh Stones. Well, we thought that number 11 was coming off, but they changed their mind. Never leave before the final whistle for 2 reasons. 1, something could happen. 2, ticket prices are massive. Get your money's worth. Can't disagree with that, mate. Cannot disagree with that at all. Lucas Vasquez will be leaving Real Madrid. By then. 3-0 Oldham. As a Forest Green fan, says Ollie here, Oldham at Wembley will be a much more comfortable game than York at Wembley, so cheers. I don't think it's going to make any difference because I don't see Forest Green beating Southend, personally. I mean, on paper you'd fancy them to win, but I just have a feeling with the way that Southend have been lately and that comeback against Watchdale, you can't bite them off. They're a team you can't bite off. I think it's likely to be an Oldham versus Southend final. But you never know. The playoffs are very unpredictable. 3,000 views, cheers. Don't jinx it. Well, unfortunately I am the master jinx. But, you know. Oldham have history that helps with big games, even though you might play against bigger teams. They've played well here, Oldham. They're going for a 4th here. Oh! Corey Evans with a shot just outside the penalty area. Thought it was going to go in, actually, but ended up at the keeper. The playoffs suck. York's hard work this season all undone in one match. If there'd been a league team, they would have been straight up. Yet a team that finishes 22 points below us might get to go up. Well, that's what it's like in the playoffs at the end of the day. League form, right? League form, whatever you get in the league, it doesn't matter. You have to turn up on the day. If you don't turn up on the day, you're absolutely screwed. Oldham will cook whoever they have in front of them, and York suck. well, they've been poor in this game. Absolutely, it's been a dreadful game from York tonight. It's a shame. All the hard work that they've put in this season, and then they fucked it up. Mike Fondop's the biggest cheater I've seen the whole season. No doubt about it. Alright. I reckon we beat York comfortably. Oldham will be a tough one. To be fair, I think to be fair, if Oldham play like they have tonight at Wembley, then I think they'll go up no problem. Man United or Tottenham? United, any day. Any day. United! I sound like Angry Ginge. See, look, United are one of the most hated clubs. Like, United are one of the most hated clubs in England, and I don't understand why. If there's a club in the fan base that should be hated, is Leeds. Everyone hates Leeds any day of the week, but everyone seems to have something against Manchester United, and I just do not know why. Where are you watching it? The Zone. National League TV, but obviously you have to pay for that. I'll give you as many updates as I can when there's actually happen. I've enjoyed this year's streams. Thank you very much. Up your nose. Well, we're not at the end of it yet, Nicola. The season's not over yet. We've still got the League 1 and League 2 player final. We've got the UEFA Europa League final tomorrow, UEFA Conference League, as well as the UEFA Champions League, and the player final for the National League. And then obviously into June we're into the international break. United fans are all glory hunters. Yeah, that's what everyone says. But everyone just hates the club. It's not necessarily the fans that they hate, it's the club. Can't watch the match, but it sounds like York are playing shit. Yeah, I think it's game, set and match, to be fair, so don't waste. So if you haven't bought the thing, then there you go. Yeah, City fans are the glory ones. City fans 100%. I would possibly make an argument for Liverpool these days. I would potentially I mean, it's debatable. Yeah. Debatable, but sounds a bit. I mean, it sounds debatable, doesn't it? But Liverpool at the moment, I would put an argument on that, because ever since Liverpool won the league, a lot of people have just been supporting Liverpool. Is that Daddy Longlegs in here, or is it outside? 2 seconds, I've got a bloody thing. Club is bad. Look at all the problems. Great history, though. Oh yeah, the United's history is amazing. I mean, I don't think there's any club. I don't think there's any club in England that's going to match the great history of Manchester United. Most United fans are fans because of their parents, not their choice. That's up to them. We've seen where we are this season. Well, to where we have been appalling. Southend deserve to go up. Yeah. Well, them and Oldham really are teams that were in the EFL and the Premier League years and years ago. So, you know. Depends when they joined Liverpool. Most of them seem to be the last bloody 2 or 3 seasons. Well, Southend probably deserve to go to final, but depends how they play tomorrow against. Depends how they do tomorrow against Forest Green. No, I won't be. I'm doing the Europa League final tomorrow, mate. So I'm watching the Europa League final tomorrow. Oldham are too big for National League. You could argue the likes of York. York were an EFL club. Hartlepool, EFL club. Southend, former EFL club. Forest Green were a Forest Green club. Were an EFL club a while ago. Yeovil were in the Championship years ago. So there's a couple of clubs in the league that you could maybe add into that statement. Oldham are a big club, don't get me wrong. A massive club. They were in the Premier League back in the 90s. But yeah. Long 4, headed away, and a shot is wide at the post. It was a poor shot in the end, nowhere near from Pett. But Oldham having so many opportunities. As an Oldham fan, I hope they do go all the way. But as Jimmy Greaves coined it the phrase, it's a funny old game. Anything can happen on the day. Exactly. That's Stevie spitting facts out there. I remember when Oldham beat Liverpool, the Matt Smith goal. I think that was before my time. I mean, I'll probably get people thinking I'm chatting shit by this, but I am only 22 at the end of the day. I'm only 22. I look older, but I wasn't born till 2002, so I probably didn't see that because I'm pretty sure was that not in the 90s when Oldham beat Liverpool? So I wouldn't have seen that because I wasn't born till the noughties. Smarty in the chat, hello. I like your chocolate, by the way. I love Smarties. Early to late 2000s, I was probably about 12, 13. Fair enough. So you were born early to... So you were born like late 80s, early 90s. 69 minutes in. We're in the 69th minute, but the goalkeeper's down. Matthew Hudson is down for Oldham. You look 20. You can come back anytime. I was 04. So you're 21 this year. 98. Alright. So you'd have been... So you were 12 in 2010 then? Oldham were a good team under Joe Royle. How are York playing? I think Cack comes to mind. 1970. Jeez. Why are you sending kisses? He's got a woman. If he wants to say... I mean, I don't know if it's a he or a she, but... If they want to, then let them. Now, I saw a comment about America. Now, I forgot to have a look at this. Matthew Hudson's getting back to his feet now. Smarty, as you can tell, shit. Yeah. 1923. Right. Okay, then. So Connor put, moved to America from Oldham. The amount of Plastic City fans that don't know anything about football and support them because they've won shit recently. Yeah, but that, to be fair, mate, that's majority of City fans. Most of the City fans are like that, to be honest with you. Good morning, B. From America, sadly became an Arsenal fan 6 years ago, looking for a lower league team now. In America. Do you not follow the MLS? Do you not follow the MLS? Because there's teams in the MLS. Right, back underway. The MLS is crap. Yeah, I can agree with that. But if my home team was in the MLS, I'd still support. As long as you support your local club, it doesn't matter if you support anyone else. If you support anyone else, fair enough. But as long as you at least follow or support your home club, your local side, then what's all this about you getting kisses from someone on here? I don't care, Scotty. I don't give a shit, me. I'm just I don't take much notice. Saw some guy trying an old City jumper in a garage sale. He thought it was an Argentina jumper. Oh dear. I don't support my local team. Yes, I know, Sam McNeil. You live in Middlesbrough and you don't like Middlesbrough. So, because every time Borough play, you tend to want Borough losing, even though you live in Middlesbrough. So, Oh, York have had a shot. York have had a shot. York have had a shot and it was blocked. But offside anyway, so yeah. The MLS is useless here in America. Rather watch better leagues here, like NFL, NBA, MLB, than watch European football. Mm-hmm. To be truthfully honest though, European football is the best football you can get. I'm not, and obviously, by the way, I'm not disrespecting any other continents. The South American football is just crazy. South American football is just crazy, honestly. I mean, I saw a few clips from when I've seen clips before of when I don't know what the derby's called. I don't know if it's like the El Clasico or something in Argentina or something or whatever it's called. The River Plate Boca Juniors derby. Ridiculous. I went for 30 minutes and you're conceded 2. Yeah. La Liga. European football over any sport. I agree with that. I'll agree with that, to be truthfully honest. Ball in for York, headed away. Still can't find their way back into it. I think that guy in the chat's just screaming for a goal. Lewis is just wanting a goal. Looks like it's going to be 3-0 to Oldham here, because Oldham don't look like conceding, and neither teams look like scoring, really. I think if Oldham hadn't have got that second goal, then it would have been anyone's game. Right, the poll's closed, and this is the most that we're ever going to get. We're never going to get any. We're never going to get this amount of votes on a poll again. 350. That's outstanding. Wembley better not be selling any meat because we'll have to boycott the game. I'm pretty sure Wembley sell hot dogs and pies and stuff, so they will. Substitution brought to you by Darryl Johnson for Oldham Athletic. Leaving the field is number 28, Vimal Yoganathan. Coming on the field is number 10, Tom Canlon. The goal scorer's heading off then. Yoganathan, the man that got the second goal. Beautiful finish. And a substitution for the Minster men. Leaving the field is number 8, Alex Hunt. Coming on the field is number 18, Daniel Batty. Oh, it could be 4-0. Oh, what a save. Big save by the keeper. Buildup. Thought he was going to score there. Thought he was going to score. Very unlucky. No. No. Move to Minnesota. Oh, right. Poor York. Sad shame. Stick to Yorkies. It's a shame. I mean, it is a shame for York. You know, it's a shame for York. But they have just been poor. Both, please. Yeah, well, put it this way. I don't think York are going to score. If anything, Oldham could make it 4-0 here. And I think they will make it 4 this weight. Corner came in, headed away. And a bloody karate kick volley, which has gone nowhere near the goal. It was a dreadful attempt. But, okay. United, any day. I hope United win tomorrow night. I'll be looking forward to that game. United! MLS is just hard to get into the variety we have in America when it comes to different leagues. Still got some fun players though to watch, like Messi, from Messi to young players, mostly from South America. Wembley, but I've already said that. Up the vegans. Oof. 3,400 views. Superb tonight. Really magnificent. Well, I went to an MLS game. It was 0-0, but still one of the most fun games I've been to. Big ups, I'm a Warriors fan. The other goal scorers going off for Oldham. The man that got the first goal from that defensive error. Substitution brought to you by Darryl Johnson for Oldham Athletic. Leaving the field is number 14, Joe Garner. Coming on the field is number 30, James Norwood. Two subs made then by Oldham. Went to Seattle's Sounders MLS game. Atmosphere was good. One of the best when it comes to the MLS. I would, but got an exam tomorrow in Europe. It's at 1:30 in the morning. Jesus. I need only a goal for York. Put my money into this game. Shit. Well, York City don't look like scoring. Oh, they've had two shots, I beg your pardon, but they were both blocked. I didn't realise York had 2 shots. 12 shots for Oldham, 8 on target. Better side by an absolute mile. Oh. I didn't know he'd been bought off. Who came on for him? I didn't know he'd been bought off for York. Substitution made by York City, brought to you by Darryl Johnson. Leaving the field, number 17, Lewis Richardson, and he was replaced by number 15, Marvin Armstrong. Oh, bye! Red card. Who's been sent off? Kovacic. What? Bye. Bye, Kovacic. Wow. Good. Darryl finished school, then went to college. Yeah, and then I did a placement at TVFM during my college internship. And when I finished at college, I went into laundry work stuff. Oh, now he's gone off. Ah, the shop's coming on for York. John Lewis. Who will Oldham play in the final? Either Forest Green or Southend. It depends who wins tomorrow night. Substitution in the 82nd minute, brought to you by Darryl Johnson for the Minstermen. Leaving the field is number 11, Ashley Nathaniel George. Coming on the field to replace him is number 14, Lennell Nicholas John Lewis. Why do you have a double-barrelled name as well as a bloody nickname? A middle name and a double-barrelled name. Kovacic is off. Bye! No, I do voluntary work though. Voluntary work is work, it's just voluntary. So, yeah. CVFM scope is what I do. I get more money off YouTube though. I get YouTube's paid, it's just not. I don't get paid much. Kevin De Bruyne is waving goodbye to the fans because he is going off the field for Man City for the final time at the Etihad Stadium. Bye bye, Kevin De Bruyne. Well, it's not up to them. Is that the original John Lewis? No. Riverside 9JK says Mamoon Man. What are you on about? Well, Basirov has put York City 2 goals, please. Fat chance of them even getting one, mate. Fat chance of that happening. Doesn't really matter if we work or not, as long as we're enjoying our lives. Who gives a shit?
Oh, not that again.
Yeah, well, what do you expect? It's Scotty and Sam. Scotty and Sam, as usual. They're the only ones who ever talk about work. Work this, work this, work that. Doesn't make a difference if we work or not. We're happy with our lives, so no one can take that away from us. Bye. Well, Daddy's not retirement age. That's 65 plus. National League Finals the 1st of June. I want Oldham back in the Football League. Yeah, it'd be decent. Would be decent to have them back in the league. Oh, free kick for... It's a free kick for York, and half of their fans are disappearing. Bye! Free kick for York, chance for them to get a goal. What team's down to 10 men? City, because Mateo Kovacic got sent off. There's many people I know who just do voluntary work. They enjoy it more than paid work. It's not as stressful. 3-2 now for Crystal Palace. Palace 3, Wolves 2. Oh my god, that shows how bad Wolves are. They conceded to Ben Chilwell. Yeah, York City ain't scoring tonight. If you've got a bet on it, you've lost it, because York don't look like scoring. They've just had that free kick. It hit the wall and went nowhere near goal. Wait, was it? Did it even hit the wall, or was it just? No, it didn't. It looked like he'd looked like it, but it doesn't actually hit the wall in the end. It was just a free kick that went over the bar. Sums up their game, doesn't it? What's your thoughts on Sunderland beating Coventry? Coventry different. I'll get to the win on Saturday. What are you on about there? They've not put that correctly. Sunderland beating Coventry, they were lucky, to be fair. People will say that I'm biased because I hate them, but I hate Sunderland, but they were fortunate. Coventry could have easily won it, but They didn't take the chance at the end of the day. Simple as that. Wouldn't get ahead of yourself, Oldham. Still have to beat FGR or Southend yet. Oh, it's another red card. Bye! Wait, who's it for? What was that for? Oh! That's naughty. That's naughty. Bye-bye, Cook. Lewis Cook's off as well now. It's a city. Yeah. Clumsy. Bit naughty, that. Whoa! Foot straight. Ow! Whoa, he goes straight down into his shin. That's really poor. No, it wasn't Nico Gonzalez. It was Lewis Cook. It's definitely... It's a red card. It's clumsy, as. That's clumsy. I thought Lewis Cook was at Leeds ages ago, yeah. Hope the Blades beat Sunderland this weekend. So do I. I hope that as well. Let me mute my notifications. I'm getting this bzz, 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 bzz. People want to listen to me talking about the game and other things rather than listening to bzz, 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 honeybee. Out. Kovacic. Greek time. That's nice. I'll have mine tomorrow. I'm not having one tonight. I'll have it tomorrow probably. Although actually, nah. I think I'll have it tonight. I won't have it tomorrow because I'll have it tonight. I'm going to York City. Disappoint me. Yep. Rush after. Yeah. Well, can do. But we're in no rush at the minute. I'm going to New York and Florida in July, which is not good as all the playoff games have finished, but at least if New York win it, there might be some atmosphere. 89th minute, GG's. Definitely. It's been GG's since the 50th minute. Since it went 3-0 up. Me and Darryl are going to smash people on rivals first. Yawn. Oh yeah, Liam did ask. Right, we're going into added time, but we don't know how much added time is going to be. I don't think there's going to probably be about 5 minutes. There was an injury to the goalkeeper though. There's obviously been the goal celebrations and the subs. It'll probably be about 5. Oh, surprised at that. And ladies and gentlemen, the referees indicated there'll be a minimum of 7 minutes of added time. A minimum of 7 minutes of added time. Added time brought to you by Darryl Johnson. Seven minutes. Specs. Hiya! See if I can get my full head to fit in the glasses lens. No. Oh, their mics are echoing on there. Can't fit me head in there. I'm so pissed at York. I think all the York fans will be. It's been poor from them today. Added time feels like it's the World Cup. And Liam just spamming glasses in the chat. Nicola joining in with the gegs. Yeah. Well, I suppose Liam didn't want to make a spectacle of himself. Right.
Well, that was absolutely cack.
Oldham Athletic head into Wembley on the 1st of June. York fans enjoy the National League next year. On the plus side for me, I can go to York and get another fairly cheap ticket because it was quite cheap when I went to York.
Wasn't it like 12 quid or something?
That was Darlow, I believe. I think it was... No, that was when we did Doncaster and Darlow. It came to 30 quid in total. That was for both of the games. York was about... No, York's about 20. I think York's 20. Yeah, it is. It's match day tickets at York. Home end tickets. Here we go. Let's have a look. So it's... Yeah. Adult £22. 80p booking fee as well, so it's £22.80 for York. When I did Hartlepool, it was 21. Gateshead was 22. I know that. Darlow was 12. Doncaster was 18. Because when you have probably because no one's the reason I'm not telling you much is no one's attacking at the minute. York have given up. And like I think both teams just want the final whistle to go. That's why. So I normally tell you stuff when there's stuff actually happening, but at the minute there's nothing happening. But Oldham have deserved it today. They've deserved it. They have deserved it today, to be truthfully honest, right? Goal coming for York. Fat chance of that happening. Cheers, Oldham, from a poolie. I'd be happy for York to get a consolation goal. Don't think it'll happen. Nah, fat chance of that happening. I mean, they've just had a ball in that's headed away. That sums up the game. Those sons of from York, I put them sorting and lose. Okay. Hello, Greek. How you please eat me? Another ball in for York. Goes past everyone. Goal kick. God, they've been crappy. They have been terrible. 5 minutes add time. No, 7, mate. 7 was added. We played 4. Played 4 minutes so far. There must be at least 2,000. There's got to be minimum 2,000 or 3,000 at least 2,500 Oldham fans. There's a lot of Oldham fans here. And they're all going to be very happy at full time. So, not long to go now. Oldham have booked their place at Wembley Stadium for the 1st of June.
Have you seen the Palace score?
Was it 4-2 now?
3-2.
Yeah, I know it was 3. I knew it was 3-2.
When did that happen?
Earlier one. Did he Ben Chilwell scored? Never scores him. Oh, the last 10 minutes have been really poor. Fair. But the job was done after 52 minutes, really. So, but those 2 goals in 2 minutes in the second half killed it. It killed it completely for... absolutely killed it for York City. York City have... Well, they've been poor all game and they've got what they've deserved, to be brutally honest. I tell you what, I wouldn't like to be the York City admin after tonight, having to look at everyone's comments on Twitter after this game, because I think the comments from the York fans are going to be pretty awful comments. So I don't think it's going to go down well. This should be full time moment. Been a great night. Yeah, we've done well tonight. Almost over 3,500. 3,700. Absolutely excellent. So, been brilliant. So, thank you very much everyone who's joined tonight. And all the managers and the coaching staff have already... the managers have already shaken hands. Because they know what's going to happen as soon as the final whistle goes. As soon as the final whistle goes, there's going to be a pitch invasion from the Oldham fans. I know that. It's done. Oldham Athletic are off to Wembley. York City have been poor. They've got what they deserve tonight. Well done to Oldham Athletic, off to the final. Someone's got commentary over the top of their commentary. So why has that happened? Hope Southend can join them. Disappointing from York. Oldham deserved to win. Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, they fully deserved it. They deserved to win it. Oldham Athletic. Shame for York, but they were garbage. They were absolutely awful. Remind me not to wear tops that have buttons because they keep coming undone every time.
Don't wear tops with buttons.
Another away day at York next season? Yeah, fair enough. Those buttons have come undone? No shit, I already knew that. Right, well done to Oldham. I don't think anyone can have any complaints from a York City perspective. They were diabolical. So, yeah, that was dreadful from York. But well done to Oldham. They battered them tonight, and they deserve to go to the final. Good luck to both Southend and Forest Green Rovers tomorrow night. I'll be keeping tabs on that. So, fingers crossed that game's a good one. I am back live tomorrow night. Not for that, though. Tomorrow night's a big one. Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspurs in the UEFA Europa League final in Bilbao. This is going to be tasty. I look forward to that. Come on, United! See you tomorrow. Bye!